It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we've got the Black Knights sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Black Knights and the Orbits on Sunday Night Primetime.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Black Knights of Oakland taking on the Orbits of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of him. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Sullivan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Sullivan. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On first down, Sullivan finds his receiver, Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And complete once again to Watson. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because...
And this is going to be intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can...
There he goes, right side. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Sullivan. Quick slant to Watson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, Sullivan. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you know, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Sullivan.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Sullivan.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again. Sullivan. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word. hot because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Shifts past him, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Sullivan.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now a second and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this to the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Sullivan.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll take over 1st
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
White is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 3-yard line.
White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And it'll be intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more go for this offense in the first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sullivan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
At the 29-yard line, they'll take over 1st down and 10.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where you see the final score there. The Lumberjacks showed flashes this year, but ultimately they were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will end their season at 8-9. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 17-10, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Oilers needed a big win, and they got it, as the victory gives them a final mark of 11-6 on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
On second down now, Camp, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play.
And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw. Sullivan. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a 1st down. Off play action. Sullivan.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. This now a 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, Sullivan.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
2nd and 13.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. 49 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
It's caught. This is White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Garcia. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
To throw on second down. Sullivan.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Black Knights extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Throwing again. Sullivan. He completes it right side to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Sheds him off at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
62 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Black Knights add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on third down, Sullivan in trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Sullivan.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Sullivan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sullivan.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors,
they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Mexico City,
they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.